Shit. Surely the idea of Temptation Tower is not that I'm just supposed to make sure I don't pick up anything so that I have inventory space to pick up important things. Because that would be kind of a broken concept if I entered the place with a full inventory anyways, you know? Kind of already breakable. Plus there was no way outside of the place to store items. It was just a little shop that they had in there. This is bizarre. This is weird. Not really down. Not really down with this.
Giant blast! Here goes!
Okay, these guys are strong. What is wrong with her? Is she poisoned? Alright, well we tried fire. Maybe we just have to try a different type of magic spell here. I don't know what it is, but we'll try quake, I guess.
Oh, wind, twist like a tornado.
Whoa. Yeah, it's not wind.
Great Earth, show your power.
Could be water, but I don't think there's any water attack spells, but I can try a frost spell at the very least. This is a rather powerful spell. Nothing does anything, dude. What are these things? Shit.
See my power.
I don't like this one bit. Basic attack, I guess.
Right through.
Okay, well that was realistically the best thing we had so far.
Here goes.
Okay. Okay.
We won.
I'm just stupid. Never mind, SP attacks were the way to go. I think I was just accidentally using, magic-based SP attacks, if that makes sense. Like boom pow and shit. Shouldn't be using those. What is this? Tower of Temptation, first floor. So this is just the outside of the Tower of Temptation. Okay. Well, I mean, everyone knows what I'm looking for here. I don't think I can... Can I just leave and come back? Yeah, fuck it. I can leave and come back. Well, if that's the case, I'm leaving and coming back. This is the tower. I have confidence in my power. Only one with relentless discipline may advance to the center of the circle. Okay. Alright. Well, I'm gonna go store a bunch of shit and then I'm gonna come back. Oh my god, I cannot find my way out of this stupid place. This has gotta be one of the worst maps. I mean, was there a map worse than this one? Fuck off. God damn it, I cannot find the fucking exit, dude. I'm going in circles and I've been wandering around for like 10 minutes. I can't find my way out of this fucking place. It's so annoying. Okay, there we go. God damn. It's so fucking difficult. It's like 20 minutes I spent trying to find my way out of that fucking place. Alright, we're just storing stuff, and then I might go stop by the shop. I'm storing everything. I don't really want to keep much with me here. If I'm gonna have a lot of stuff to pick up, I mean. So get rid of those. We'll keep the 0 items just for the assumption that we are supposed to have them. Actually, I should probably go through some of these charms that I have. So this halves SP usage. So it's probably better. Prevents move magic blocks. I'm gonna give her that. That's like really good. May return normal attacks. Let's go for this one. And then we'll stash these. I guess if we just carry this around? I guess we're just supposed to carry that around, because it's not an equipable item. So that's kind of odd, is it not? Alright. Regardless, we might have some more stuff in here to pick up for our good friend. You know who left us. Yeah, here it is. Okay. Oh, I probably want to sell these as well. Oh, I see. I was like, wait, why is it adding nothing? Sword experience. Again, another thing that's gonna add very little. And our bow experience is gonna be effective for rap, apparently. Ups them by 2 levels. We're gonna have to sell the rest of this garbage. We can stay with meals, kind of interesting. We can talk to Liette. Recently, all I think about is the old days. That was a good time. So it doesn't mean that I no longer like adventures or that. It's no fun being with everyone. Still, all those things that happened, truly there was so much. Recently, I went to that cafe. The food I ate at that time was not that hot. I thought Zilpidon food was hot, but that food wasn't hot. What's this rap? Don't you remember that at that time you said, "This is too refined," and got mad? Say, Liette, was this Zilpidon a celestial city just like Alent? So it was, Justin. Formerly, this town also existed in the sky. It had a different role than Alent. The Zilpidon temple was floating in the sky. Really, Liette, this city felt like Oz? Well, it did, okay? I'm sorry, Justin, I'm saying such strange things. Well, food is something best eaten, I guess. I don't have much sense of taste. In olden days, buildings were sturdy. Not many things broke. Not many. Well, today they will sleep in. I read that correctly and properly. Alright. We dealt with that. We could stop over in the lane to see if there's any items there that might be useful for Liette here. I think she's probably okay, but if we want to verify that, we can go ahead and do that. But yeah, I'm not taking anything into the savannah, I don't think. Oh yeah, I was gonna go to the store. Oh, I also wanted to check out this house again, just for the hell of it. There's nothing here. Oh right, she can't equip the wing boot for some reason. I'm not sure why. I do believe I tried. Let me just make sure. I'm pretty sure well, if I had it, I think I already sold it. Surely, right? Yeah, seems that way. Okay. We're golden. That's really all I wanted to do in lane. So we'll go back to the Savannah Wilderness, and then we'll make our way back to Temptation here. Oh, you know what? I was getting confused, but it actually put me in the other area, so I can't just go back to where I was. I have to actually go through this forwards. This has just got to be the worst map, right? Like, any of the other maps, I didn't have much issue with it. This one fucking sucks to navigate. Everything's brown. Everything looks the fucking same. I can't for the life of me figure out where I am at any given time. There's 2 of these bridges here. Didn't help me. There's a bridge over here. Fuck. Oh, I found a fucking mana egg. Okay. Did I just... Alright, I'm not looking at that. Okay, shit. Finally, we can kind of continue with this. I was very confused. It's a very difficult place to get to, you know? It's gotta be in the worst location. Alright, we're gonna try to do these fights as much as we can. And I think we've got a shot of winning these. We just gotta figure out what it is. They seem to be weak to SP, so that's where we should go, I think, with these guys. Yeah, you know, I haven't had a whole heck of a lot to really
Here we go.
double down on since the last time I played.
Kill you with one blow.
Haven't been up to much. It's only been like a day or 2 since I last recorded. It was a bit of a big recording. And I almost had 2 sessions out of it, but just not quite, you know. Just under where I needed to be there. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I was like, what do I need to do here?
Here goes.
Yeah. I've changed my mind, by the way, on whether or not this is gonna be the end of the game. I'm actually leaning more towards the other side of things now that we kind of are approaching the end of the game. It's just much earlier than I anticipated. So I will be... I'm kind of surprised. It does feel that way now that everything's kind of, you know, really culminating in something, and it feels like there's not really much else they can do after.
Slice in 2.
It just does feel like the end, you know?
All right, we won.
So I guess we just do have to just go infiltrate the Emperor and defeat him, and then that'll be the end. Maybe there'll be a little bit extra, but... obviously we're just gonna do this dungeon. This is another secret dungeon. I don't know if there are gonna be any other secret dungeons, but we've done 3 of them. And, actually all 3 are on this part, like, they are accessible to me right now, aren't they? Because we went through the wilderness. Let me think for a second, because we went through the desert to get to Zilpidon. Yeah, so I could go back and do the other 2, which makes sense that they would put all of them at the very end. Oh, that makes so much fucking sense. Oh my god, I didn't even put that together. That makes sense. Because that way, even if you get to the end, like, there's nowhere else to go from here. You just you beat the game, and then, you know, you can go from the very last thing and go back and do the final dungeons. Man, I did not anticipate being that close. I really felt like this game was kind of going to go on for quite a while after this. I don't know what it was about it. I just thought it would be like twice as long. I don't know why. I just thought it would be twice as long. It just feels like one of those games that's just going to keep going, you know? Man, I thought we were just getting started as well, but I guess we were like... Probably around when Sue left was like a halfway point. Or I guess when we crossed the wall, that would have been like halfway through the game. Oh man. What a weird, bizarre thing. I did not appreciate that enough. Now I'm just kind of like taken aback. I'm like,
Oh, cold that freezes all
Now come here.
I wonder what our next game is gonna be. Yeah, Resident Evil 8 came out, but I haven't played it yet. And I deeply regret that fact because now I'm like seeing videos posted all over fucking YouTube, and I'm just like I'm doing everything I can to avoid the spoilers, but I feel like they're just like there's videos and this shit just being thrust at me. Like everybody's fucking playing this game. I don't understand why Resident Evil seems to be so popular. I mean, I love it. It's one of my favorite franchises. And I've played literally all of them. I usually go out and buy a new thing. I just didn't, I don't know, I wasn't paying attention. The game kind of came out and I was just like, I just didn't buy it. And now I'm like, well, okay, I gotta play it right now or else, because literally everyone's playing it. And, yeah, I was texting my friend the other day, because we were gonna play Overwatch yesterday. And, they were basically talking about, like my, one of my friends, Jason, kind of recommended, Invincible as a show, which is a show I wanted to watch for a little while, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to, like, read the comic book or if I wanted to watch the show. I kind of thought maybe I'd read a little bit of the comic book and then watch the show, but now I'm feeling like I should just go ahead and watch the show. Because they started talking, like, the minute he recommended it, it seems like everybody else in our friend group decided to go watch it, which is so bizarre to me. I don't understand that. They just do that. It's just like you mention anything even mildly in passing, and they're like, all right, well, I'm gonna go watch every episode of this now, just because you said so. And, like, none of them like say anything. They like it's like he'll be like, oh, you guys should check out this show, and then it just seems like everyone ignored it, and nobody like acknowledged it or said anything, and then a few days later they've all seen it. And they're all talking about it, like, oh god, now I gotta go watch. Like, if I knew everybody was gonna go fucking watch it, I probably would have been like, oh, maybe I should watch it just so they can talk about it and I won't have to be like, oh, don't spoil me. But no. Apparently that's too much to ask. So now I'm currently watching Cloak and Dagger. Which is it's a good show. I like it a lot. It's very dark though, and very kind of grim and depressing, a little bit depressing. But you know, it's very short. I think the seasons are. I think I'm on the last episode. I just need to watch one more episode, and then I think I'll move on to Invincible probably. Because I have to consume this stuff right now, or else it's gonna be spoiled for me. I can already kind of feel it. I've seen some memes. I ignored them. I didn't look at them because I like recognize, like, no, this is God. Don't wanna see it. Don't wanna look at it. I don't know, man. It's been especially hard recently. Like, I don't know. It's just certain things where it's like sometimes there's something I want to watch and, like, nobody gives a shit, so it never gets spoiled for me. Like, nobody else cares, right? So then you get, like, then there's some things where just everybody fucking watches it, and it's like, what the hell, man? Stop watching this. Because they just can't not spoil it. It's just, people are so bad about it. Like, they just want to talk about it. Like, god damn it.
100 million degrees. Take that.
I don't know, man. It's hard for me to, like, predict what the trendy things are. Sometimes there's shit that people watch, and I'm like, why did everybody watch this? Why did everyone take interest in this? I do not understand, bro.
Twist like a tornado.
Invincible's definitely one of them. I wouldn't have thought they'd be interested in Invincible at all, which is why I've never brought it up. I thought about watching it. I thought it looked like it might be an interesting thing. I've definitely heard about it. I've seen the comic book. I've added it to my thing. And as far as I knew, all I really know about it is that it's kind of a superhero show, but there's some like twist to it. There's some like, as far as I can tell, like some sort of dark parodical twist, and I don't know what that is yet. But that's kind of what I've gleaned from it. But Invincible's a really long-running comic book series at this stage, so I think it'll be a really interesting thing. I just wouldn't think that they'd be interested in it because of how much shit they talk about superhero stuff. And I'm like, how do I even sell people on that? It's just like, oh yeah, but it's like, well, I haven't seen it yet. I guess I'd have to see it in order to be able to sell people on it. But, I mean, based on the premise that I know, or I think it is, I could be very wrong, honestly. I hate these stupid things. None of my magic is doing. Do you know? None of my magic is done. But yeah, I got one more episode, I think, of season 1 of Cloak and Dagger, and
Oh, power of ice.
I'm intrigued. It's an interesting premise. Oh man, there was a really embarrassing, like, there's this thing they tried to do where they tried to reference the larger Marvel universe again, the MCU, and because obviously they have powers, right? They're Cloak and Dagger.
100 million degrees. Take that.
So the kid is it Tyrese? Tyrone? I think it's Tyrone. He's like using his power, and one of the guys is like, there's a cop, and the cop's like, I find it hard to believe he's got, it's weird shit. I've seen him use weird powers. That's kind of weird. And the lady's like, oh, you should. I've seen it before, cause I'm from New York.
In the darkness, come here.
It was like a very vague reference, but then she follows it up by saying, "Have I told you about my friend Misty?" And I was like, really? Like, really? Because obviously they can't be like very super clear about their references to other things, so they just have to like vaguely pretend that they're in the same universe. So I believe what they were trying to do there was a Misty Knight reference from the Luke Cage Netflix show on their network, which is on Freeform. Like, oh man, when I heard that, I was just like, that is so fucking weird for you to say. Like, it must be, because Misty Knight is a cop, and she's a cop from New York, apparently. So clearly that's the reference she decided to go with. But Misty Knight doesn't even have powers. I mean, in Luke Cage, she does get like a metal arm, but I guess that's what she's kind of talking about. But it was such a random reference. Like, it was just completely threw me off. I was like, wow, you serious here? We really doing this? Like, it's kind of pointless because it doesn't. There's no reason to do it, really. It's just like to kind of be a little bit coy, I guess. But it's just doesn't mean anything, you know? But it was weird for them to like kind of vaguely reference a Netflix show. That was just weird. I can't believe they kind of did. You know, they couldn't like say Misty Knight. They had to say just Misty, or else it would have been like a whole thing. Had to leave it open to interpretation. I hate these enemies, man. They just don't frickin' die. I'm out of SP, bruh. Brez.
Oh, thunderclap in the darkness.
I'm running out of MP
come
really
here.
quickly. Yeah, anyways. Oh, but my story, yeah, so I told them, because we were planning on playing Overwatch. This was yesterday. And I, like, because they kind of started talking about Invincible, and they were all like, oh yeah, I've seen it.
Take that.
I just decided to send a message, because I'm like, oh man, I feel like they're going to try to talk about this tonight. And I'm just literally like, so I was like, alright guys, I haven't seen this yet, so don't spoil it for me, and also RE8, I haven't started it yet, don't spoil it for me. And I just fucking knew the first reply would be like a vague spoiler, to be like, well, it just is a fucking joke, because they always do this. It's just, it's so funny. Just, I say don't spoil it, and then then the first thing they do is fucking spoil it. Like, god damn it. So I just had to, like, I didn't even look at the Hangouts until after we stopped playing, and of course the reply was a fucking spoiler. I couldn't even, like, read most of it. I had to just, like, I looked at it, I'm like, okay. He's like, oh, well, there's nothing really to spoil, but except, he said except. And then the rest was something about Chris, and I was like, well, fuck you. Do you really want me to read? I'm not gonna read this, dude. I'm pissed off at you for saying it. So
thunderclap in the
I don't know what it says.
darkness, come here.
I assume it's a spoiler, obviously. So I'm not gonna. I'm fucking mad. I'm fucking mad, dude. Because they're so fucking predictable sometimes, and it's just like, what do I have to do to just, like, get you to not post fucking spoilers about stuff? Anyways, that was the thing. But yeah, we ended up playing Overwatch last night, and I don't know why we're kind of getting back into Overwatch. I mean, we did have fun during the event. They kind of had some fun things, but, like, Overwatch, it's the same fucking game. You know, I'm not really sure why everybody's showing back up for it again, when we kind of stopped playing it a long time ago. And then we've come back to it on occasion. I don't really know.
This'll teach you.
We tried a little bit of comp yesterday. Man, I don't know if I can do comp. It's just like I've realized I have to try super fucking hard if we're gonna win in comp. I realized that I have to put like
in the darkness,
almost
here.
over 100% of my effort into like just playing really hard. So I have to like be really quick and fast and
that was rather
on my feet. My eyes are darting everywhere. I feel like fucking. It feels like, oh god, I feel hyperactive. I don't know. I feel it. Like, that's not my normal state, man. It's not my normal state. I'm like using fucking exerting effort. I'm not used to this, man. I don't do that. I don't do that, man. That's not me. That's someone else. These battles suck. Have I mentioned how much these fucking battles suck ass? These are really annoying fucking enemies to fight.
Suffer the punishment of heaven.
I mean, at the very least, I can fucking
See my power.
increase my magic abilities and shit. But yeah, it was fun. We won one match, and then I think we lost the next one. But, like, even me trying as hard as I possibly could, we were only really tying. Like, it was kind of just... we weren't really winning, like, per se. We were just kind of maybe doing almost as well. It's just, like, it's too much for me, man. I could not be putting forth any more effort than I was putting into those games. Like, it was literally 200% for me. And we didn't even, like, win all of them. Like, we didn't even win one of them. I'm like, holy fuck, what do I even have to do, man? I literally cannot try harder than this. I don't know. I still kind of agree with my past self, is that we don't really have the best team synergy. We kind of just do our own thing. Like, I know one of the maps, we definitely just weren't, like, everybody was all over the fucking place, you know? It's just kind of how it ends up.
Power, come here.
Actually, you know, I'll kind of take it back. I think that was a quick play game that I was thinking of, but we actually kind of pulled it together a little bit. In the actual games, we just still didn't. We just weren't. We were getting bodied. Like, these people were so fucking good that we were facing off against. I have no idea why. I don't really think. I don't know who, like, how this matchmaking was happening, that we're coming up against, like, such fucking killers. But these guys were out for blood. These guys were murderers, dude. They were trying so fucking hard. I couldn't believe it, man. It's like, who are you people? Like, it was wild, dude. You wouldn't believe it. Dragonite. I love that for us. Ugh.
Blow you away. Take that.
But at least I know I can achieve that. It's like a level I have to get myself to. It's a place I gotta get myself to in my exertion and my attention. And it's not exactly, doesn't exactly feel supernatural, you know? Or natural, I guess. I didn't mean to say supernatural. I meant to say super and then the word natural and not the word supernatural. Oh, I wish these guys would fucking die. Is every fucking battle gonna be like this, dude?
Oh, power of ice.
Why are these guys so hard to hit? You know what? I'm just gonna have to switch to, like, basic attacks and stuff. Okay, that didn't do anything. Can I cancel? Encountered. Now, this might be one of those dungeons, huh? Oh, wait, I have these, and I'm not using them? Am I stupid? Or did I just get these? I don't fucking know, dude. Whatever.
Here goes!
Doesn't matter that much. We had a good time, though. We're gonna heal. We're gonna heal Liade.
Now you'll be okay.
Epic. I have no clue what this does, but let's go for it.
Forest, protect us.
It's a good time either way. Yeah, man, I don't know. Is there much else for me to say, really? me just try. Okay, that was the wrong enemy, but nice job nonetheless, I guess.
Now you'll be okay.
Yeah, well, Mother's Day was last weekend. So I went home for that. And,
Here goes!
yeah, we got my mom some stuff. I got a, I got her a gift card. We all kind of put it together. So, basically, my mom wanted this, like, steamer,
okay.
which was, like, $160. I think she had told my younger sister that it was $120. So we had this whole, like, fight over it. Like, oh, we have to get it or she'll be disappointed. And it was awful. We ended up just getting the $120 gift card. Because it was just too much. $160. Like, I think I already talked about this before, and I already did the math then too. So it was just too much for 3 people combined for a Mother's Day gift. So we didn't end up getting it. But my younger sister ended up getting some other gifts and stuff, some more creative stuff. So, like, she made my mom like a calendar with their like little dogs on it, and it's very sweet and very cute and very nice, and they get this nice little calendar for the whole year. And so that's cool and everything, I guess. But yeah. My mom, this is one of those things that annoys me about my mom, is whenever she texts me, it's always to tell me to do something. To, like, order me to do something. She wonders why I never respond. It's because, well, you can't just text me to tell me to do something. I live on my own. I'm an adult. I'm not just gonna say, okay, Mom, I'll do that thing that you just are telling me to do. No, it's screw off. Anyways, maybe I shouldn't shit talk my mom when I'm talking about Mother's Day. She's so annoying though. Like, on the day of Mother's Day, she texted me basically saying, "Hey, make sure you bring that cake you got," because I told her I got this big cake from my friend Trevor, and it's like this huge banana split cake, and it's heavy. It's huge. It's heavy. It's a lot. I couldn't really eat it on my own, and I was telling them about this. Like, I don't know. I couldn't really eat it. And I said, oh, maybe I'll bring it over for Mother's Day, you know? And then, like, she texts me telling me to bring it, and I'm like, it's not up to you if I bring my fucking birthday cake that my friend got me. It's not up to you. Don't just tell me to do it. And then after that, she's like, what am I doing? She's like, she texts after, she's like, oh, not responding again, I see. It's your responsibility to bring dessert. I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe you. I can't fucking believe this shit.
By the
Make sure you bring it.
God.
It's your responsibility. Like, oh my god, it's my fucking birthday. You know what I mean? God damn. Like, that's the kind of shit she texts me all the time. I'm like, no wonder I don't fucking respond to you. Why would I respond to this? I'm just gonna ignore this shit. Because that's what this kind of... You text me something like this, that's the kind of response it deserves. Anyways, I have a reputation for not responding to people anyways. But whatever. I specifically respond probably to her much less than to anybody else. My family's just generally obnoxious. Like, they never text me nice things to be like, oh, how are you doing? Would you like to hang out? It's nothing like that. It's always like asking me for something. Like, okay. Well. They're asking me to do something. Nothing like... Not like they're like asking me for money or shit. It's not like anything horrible. Just like, make sure you do this for Mom's birthday or whatever. Like, okay. I don't know. That's my life, dude. The fuck is craze, dude? I'm gonna keep using it
Oh, Forest, protect us.
because I'm out of every other magical thing. Yep, that was it. I felt kind of bad because everybody seemed kind of tired on Mother's Day. Everyone was kind of out of it. We took her, of course, to like the wine tasting on Saturday, but yeah, I don't know. I felt a little weird about it. Like there was something, like it just wasn't as good as it could have been. There's something missing. I don't know. I was like, did we do something wrong? Something feels off, you know? Something just felt off. So, but by the time we had to leave, like after dinner, we were all just kind of like sitting on the couch and like just ended up going home, you know, around like 9, 10 o'clock. And I was like, did you have a good Mother's Day? And she's like, yeah, I had a good Mother's Day. I'm like, okay, cool. Good. I guess that's all that matters. It's weird though, you know? It's quite weird. I feel like I saw a trailer for something and now I've forgotten what it was. I wanted to talk about it and now I don't remember. What the heck could it have been? Fuck it, I'm using this.
Please protect us.
I don't really remember. I did see there was this big like news thing. I think it was on Reddit actually. It was just a Reddit post. But I got a apparently I was subscribed to the subreddit, the Bat and Kato subreddit. And I had no fucking idea. Because it's just like it never gets a post that gets upvoted, I guess. It's just like such like nobody cares about Bat and Katos anymore. It's just like it's very obscure and very irrelevant right now. So like I guess it would make sense that there wouldn't be a lot of people browsing the Bat and Kato subreddit at any given time. Hello? Okay. Kind of cringe. That's an ambush. Oh, at least there's only 2 of them. Oh, that hurts. But apparently there was something upvoted on the subreddit that claims that they had Bandai Namco? I believe it's also the company that does Xenoblade these days. Monolith Soft, maybe? I might be wrong about that actually. I think it's Bandai Namco. Sorry. I'm completely just trying to like figure out my brain is confused. I can no longer go through these menus and figure out which character I am just based on the menu. I keep getting confused. Anyways. They renewed their Bat and Katos copyrights and trademarks and shit, which is really interesting news. Because nobody knows if it's just like a usual renewal, but there was something specific about it that they renewed something in Europe, which they never had used in Europe. So it was like a brand new thing. So they're like, there's news of maybe an HD remaster or something coming out, which I'm fucking hyped for, or a Bait and Katos 3. Dude, there would be nothing cooler than that. Do you guys understand? Nothing cooler than that. That's as cool as it gets. Everything's downhill from there.
Please protect us.
So that's gonna be pretty sick. That's gonna be pretty dope, you know. I need this guy dead as soon as possible. Okay, well, we can use V-slash.
V-slash!
Nice.
All right, we won!
All right. We won. What is this place, dude? Is that an ambush? No. Okay. Thought it might be. Well, I feel like 90% of this fucking episode is just gonna be me battling these things, because these battles are so long. I am getting low on magic and SP, which is gonna become a problem, I think. Suppose we'll see. Cool. No damage. Good. Actually, we can switch rap over to doing magic, can't we? Yeah, why the heck not? Let's go for it. Go for it, rap. Yeah, like I said, I don't know. Is there much else to really
Blow you away.
get into?
Take
I'm wondering if I can get Shriver to finally record this weekend. I mean, it's only Tuesday, but we'll see, I suppose, if it's gonna be a thing. Otherwise, we might never start this year. Actually, it might be perfect if I'm able to finish Grandia by the time that all happens. We start recording that. Because then I can just run it as a regular series. Although I don't know if I want to start that as a
Please
thing I'm
protect
doing.
us.
You know, but I don't know if I want that to be the way that I do the series, I mean. Holy fuck!
Go on.
What the fuck? Bro! That was fucking dangerous, bro. Are we just gonna die here? How am I supposed to deal with this fucking place, man? I didn't fucking realize how scary this is.
How about this?
Is Fina dead? No, she's just on the ground. Now she's dead. Okay, I should have been healing, apparently. I didn't realize.
How about this?
Are we like slowed or something? What the fuck's going on here? Why are we so slow? Dude, I might die. I think I'm gonna die here. I might have to run if I can. If I get the fucking opportunity to run. Why are we so slow? We're paralyzed. We can't move. Dude, I'm fucked. Maybe? No, we got knocked back. No, we got knocked back. We get paralyzed. We're dead. Fuck this.
I'll remember this.
What the hell is this
Darn.
place?
What a bummer.
Actually, did I even save before going in, after going in there? I don't know if I did. I fucking didn't. Well, that was a lot of fun. What a waste of a fucking hour of my time. You know what, a thought just occurred to me. Is what if the whole idea was I wasn't supposed to pick up any of these at the start. But now I've already saved myself picking up 4 of them. And I can't go back on that decision. And I've just screwed myself. Shit. Well, that would be bad, huh? Alright, I'm basically where I was again. I don't want to say it went a little easier. It went a little easier. This place is still fucking obnoxious, especially with this character configuration. This is awful. Basically, the way we want to do this is by using SP attacks mostly and normal attacks. And I probably should have used Liete to do defense there, actually, instead of what I did. But we want to knock out the guys who are going to do dangerous attacks like this one.
Kill you with one blow.
Just get rid of him, and we'll be fine. Now normally I've been going around and kind of using Liete to bolster defense and have everybody else kind of just attack as needed. Okay. Yeah, so we should be able to kill him. Okay, unless Justin just totally screws an attack there.
Lend me the power of the great God.
I don't think I got a counter in anyways, but at least maybe I knocked him back. So I don't know if that was good. The first move I'm talking about. But this place is incredibly dangerous. I've realized that basically a ambush is nearly a death sentence. Basically, I don't think I can really get ambushed. If I can avoid an ambush, I have to. I just can't get ambushed here. It sucks too much, especially certain. That was like one of the worst like configurations because I think there was 3 of each, which is pretty tough to deal with. There's probably like 2 of these guys, hopefully 2 or 4. There's 4. Okay, so this is not so bad. We've got Rap here. I don't really like Rap's thing, honestly. I think it kind of sucks. But we'll just focus this guy.
Here goes.
This is his only like area of effect attack, which pisses me off a little bit because it's not very good.
Lend me the power
And
of
like
the great
you
God.
would hope that it would hit more enemies than it does, but it has to be like right in line or else it doesn't work. So I've been using Liete like that to sort of just raise defense when needed, which is pretty much all the time. I think it's better for her to do that than almost anything else. Besides, she doesn't really have any SP to use. Now, if I use Justin's Shockwave here, we have a good chance of just winning based on that. I don't know if I'm going to do that, though, because none of them are really... Let's see. Let's try to get this guy. Okay, we didn't kill him. I should have used Shockwave. I regret it. I regret my choices here.
Lend me the power
This
of the
is
great God.
a little annoying. At least they're just basic attacking. This dungeon is very reminiscent of the other dungeons where actually, I'm just gonna use Death Sword on this guy right in front of me.
Kill you with one blow.
I'm surprised how often Death Sword just works. It just fucking works, dude. Okay. Fina. Can we get this to happen? No. He must be glitched or something. Okay. Oh, we should be okay. That guy's charging an attack. We should be alright. I think we're okay. Yeah. Well, I was hoping she would get the cancel off there, but didn't really need it, but I was hoping it would happen anyways, just to verify that that was a thing that would be possible. Alright, I'm just literally... Okay, I have noticed there's a door on every side of this. There's like 5 doors, I think, so far. 5 or 6 doors. Okay, we've made it all the way around. This place is basically just as dangerous as the other optional dungeons we've been in, so it is going to be something that I'm going to have to try quite hard here. See, we're already running low on SP, and SP we have to do SP attacks. Like, magic is just not going to do anything. So what I'm going to try to do is take one of these guys out early, I guess.
Kill you with one blow.
Even though the jackals are just as bad as the dragonites here, I don't really want to deal with either of them. We're going to rando hurl.
Strike through!
Rando hurl is... It hits all of them, which I like, but other than that, it's not a very high dealing damage move, so it's definitely better things we can be using. I could focus Fina on trying to just use magic.
Here goes!
I don't really know why I don't do that. See, Shockwave is absolutely killer here, but I don't want to use it too much. Yeah, we'll just take him out. It's unnecessary. Oh man, oh man. All right. You know, I came out here today, and I was like thinking, do I have a lot to talk about? I looked at my list and I was like, shit, I don't think I have a lot to talk about. Did I? I did save. Okay. So now we can kind of just go in the Temptation Tower, I guess, assuming it'll actually let us do that. Yeah, okay. I wasn't sure if picking up the items was gonna lock me out or something. But we are now in Temptation Tower. I don't know what this means for us, but I'm certainly a little scared. I went fishing this morning with my dad again. Just basically been going every weekend. We didn't catch a whole heck of a lot today, but I started to kind of, you know, get a hang of it, like what to look out for here, because
Lend me the power of the great God.
I mean, there are. I feel like I was actually doing something today that like kind of worked, but we were barely catching much off the shore, and especially when it started to get, when the sun started to come out. My dad figured this out. This is his ideas. He says he thinks that the fish don't like to. The fish like to be in the shadows. So usually when we cast into the shadows, we'll catch them more often. Which I think is true. I agree with that. But then the other things I've been trying to do is like look out for little bubbles or fish splashing and try to just cast into that. Because more often than not, I'll find like a little spot. Which early in the morning, I found like a pretty good like crappie hole. And I was just casting into it and immediately pulling out like a nice sized crappies.
Not bad, eh?
For a little bit. I think I only caught like 2 or 3 fish from there, but I was like getting a lot of bites, and I was like, oh, this is good. This is working. Wow, please don't hide enemies from me in a situation like this. I can't take it. Brain bats. Brain bats? I have no clue how tough a brain bat is. This is the first time. I feel like I've fought them before, haven't I? I don't really know. We could try some magic spells or something. Let's try whatever this is. I don't know what Stram does.
Go, magical art. Here you go.
Okay. Well, that was pretty fucking sick. I don't know, magic seems to do okay against these guys. So we don't have to worry about them nearly as much, I think. But I am gonna try to just bash this guy's last remaining health with normal attacks. Oh man. Yeah.
That was rather simple.
I caught like 2 really tiny fish today. It was so weird. They just like jumped on my hook, and I was like, wow, what the hell? They were tiny, dude. Smallest fish I ever did see. Why is this? Alright. We can count on there kind of being secret rooms, but at least they're, like, marked. At least they're obvious. That was a very obvious secret room. I feel like the idea here is to go around and try every single door. Which, if that's the case, maybe this won't be so bad. I just hope that the monsters don't respawn once I leave, because that would have made my entire trip around the thing very wasteful. Okay, we're good. I am gonna go back and save every single time, though. Alright. So we tried the red door. Yeah, but it's fun. It's a nice thing to do with my dad. He's been having a good time with it. He's been really enjoying it. It's like a thing we've been doing like every Saturday. And he used to pick up like McDonald's, and he didn't do that today. So he said he was gonna show up at like 9:30. Between 9:30 and 10 is what he says. He shows up at 9:24. I'm like in bed still. I like gotta get up dressed really quick. Just jump out of bed. And he's like, oh, so yeah, I'm basically early because like I didn't stop at McDonald's this time. We usually have to wait in line, so I just he made what is this? Hello? Hello? He made frickin' egg and cheese bagels this morning, and then we went to UDF and got coffee. I don't know if, I guess, is UDF a regional thing? I think it's a regional thing. Stands for United Dairy Farmers. It's like a gas station, but they also sell like dairy products, milk, and ice cream especially is kind of the big thing that they do. But he got coffee from there, and so it was really early. They were really nice. The bagels were really good. It was like a bagel sandwich, I guess. I just said egg and cheese bagel, and I don't know if that translated very well into anything in people's heads. People gonna know what I mean by that if I don't say sandwich? Yeah. Very good. But yeah, it's a fun time. I wasn't sure. I was talking to Schreiber yesterday. I was talking to all my friends yesterday because we played some games. We played Tabletop Simulator for a little bit. We played a whole bunch of board games, and we played Overwatch as well. And I was talking to him, and I was telling him like that. All right, I believe he's going after Liette. Liette cannot take a hit. She simply cannot. Okay, I think okay, yeah, he's defending, so maybe with a crit, no, didn't really work out, didn't really play out as well as I would have liked. That's not gonna kill him. Let's just keep digging. I told him what the basic plan was this weekend, that I was gonna be fishing with my dad today, and, tomorrow I was basically gonna be free. I told him like if he wanted to record this weekend, I didn't know if he wanted to do Sunday, but I have basically today. He hasn't really texted me today. I wasn't sure if I should try to text him or what, but I already told him yesterday what my schedule is looking like this weekend, so kind of just assumed he'd let me know what day he wanted to do it.
All right, we won.
I don't know. I told him I'd be free Sunday if he wants to. I didn't know if Sunday worked for him or not. I basically asked him. He didn't say. He said Sunday was okay, I guess. Oh shit! I didn't realize I was getting these. Okay, I should use those. We can totally bolster Liette's attack power. for no reason. We got a defense seed, +1 vitality. That's also gonna go to Liade, sorry to say. Well, I mean... Am I sorry to say that? Not really. It's kind of a good thing, overall. Oh, I want to remember to go back and get that mana egg, because I forgot to pick it up again before after I died, so I gotta remember to do that. Mental note? Mental note? Not that it matters. I did, like, after I turned off the game last time, which I guess is possibly this same episode, isn't it? Probably. After I turned off the recording, I saw what the achievement was, and so I'm now 100% sure we're at the end of the game. Based on that achievement alone, kind of spoils it, I think. I don't like that is one of the big issues with achievements, is sometimes they just spoil shit for you. You know, they're just like, okay, well, now I know.
Here goes!
Alright, I do want to guarantee this guy dies.
Kill you with one blow.
But yeah, we'll save a recording tomorrow, I don't know. I thought I was only one episode behind, but I'm actually multiple episodes behind. I'm at least 2. Technically today, Star Wars is supposed to go up. And I just don't know that that's gonna happen because I have to upload this, and I'm literally recording this today, so... I'm just a fucking mess, dude. I don't know how I got 2 episodes behind. I thought it was just 1, which meant I'd probably at least be able to do something someday, but no, we're really roughing it here. I mean, not that
Not bad, eh?
I want to say that I'm kind of a little bit, I'm at least a little bit relieved by the end of Grandia, not because I don't like the game or anything. I actually have a lot of fun playing this, but because at least my episode lengths won't be so fucking ridiculously long. Like, at least if I move on to something else, it's very likely that I will be able to... Wow. How is that the best thing she has? She doesn't have a better helmet than that she can use? Like, that's literally... that's worse for literally everyone else, which means she has just the worst helmet. Okay, we went through blue door, which is second door. Yeah, so... I forgot what I was just talking about. Yeah, a little bit relieved, blah, 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 blah. We were playing, oh, we were playing... We played a little bit of Tabletop Simulator yesterday. I don't know if you guys know what that is. It's basically it's a way to play board games with your friends. You just like download the board game, and then it's like a virtual environment to play a board game. So it's actually something that was really popular during COVID. Since you couldn't actually hang out and play board games with your friends. Or I guess you could, but you weren't supposed to. So you could just play board games like kind of virtually. So we did that a couple times. What the fuck? We did that a couple times. Okay, that's an odd one. Alright, gray door's kind of sus. Gray door kind of sus. And yeah, it was, sometimes it was a little bit annoying. Like, man, there's some occasions where I was just like, like sometimes I do wonder if my patience is not just terribly low. Like I have so little tolerance for being like bored. You know, if I can do something as long as I'm like involved and actively doing something, I'm okay with it. But if it's something that's just like feels so pointless to me, I don't want to do it. I just want to do anything else. So like we started playing it and they were just playing this like putt-putt thing, and I was just like, God, I don't want to play this stupid like putt-putt thing that we're doing here. I'm gonna use magic. It's just like a virtual, but you like flick the ball through these little courses. It's just stupid. I don't know. Well, I was like, I just so wanted to move on from that. There's another time we were doing this like puzzle, and we got to this part where all you had to do was all we had left was the like gravel. It was like a picture we had taken on a hiking trip that we took, and there was like a lot of gravel on the ground. But the thing is, like the virtual puzzle, all the pieces fit with each other, so there's no way to like look and see, oh, this piece doesn't fit with that, or to like kind of vaguely look at it and see if it fits. So all the gravel pieces fit together, and you couldn't fucking tell. Like, it just was, I was like, what? Like, by the time we got that and it was the only thing that left, I was like, I just wanted, let's do something else.
Not bad, eh?
In my opinion, we've finished the puzzle. I don't want to sit here and spend like an hour or two. Like, this could take literal hours to just do this fucking concrete. Like, let's either play something else, or I basically said like, we should play something else, or I'm just gonna leave. Because I feel like everybody's just gonna get off after we finish this anyways. And no, they sat there and did the whole fucking thing, and I just left. I was like, okay, whatever. And they did end up getting off right after that, so it's not like I was wrong. Anyways.
Oh, great Earth.
Yeah, we tried playing Candyland once. I didn't realize how pointlessly awful Candyland was. Like, you don't do anything. Like, we were literally playing it, and, like, I landed on a space. It was, like, Licorice Lake or something. I don't remember what it was actually called. And so I was like, oh, cool. So what happens here? And they're like, oh, nothing. I was like, oh. Can we play something else?
100 million degrees. Take that.
I was like, what is the point of this? You literally just move around the board and that's it. There's nothing else to it. I don't think magic is actually the way to go here. I've changed my mind about it.
Strike through. Pretty easy.
By the way, if we get a chance to raise Fina's water ability or her healing ability, I'm gonna take it because it would be very helpful for her to have a resurrect ability. Okay, there's a blue platform, which is looking pretty sus. Gonna recall that, gonna keep that in mind. I don't think I'm gonna try to step on it right away here, though.
Lend me the power of the great gods.
But yeah, yesterday we played quite a few, like, little fun little games. Oh, we played Uno, but it was like, it was Uno, but it was called Uwu. And otherwise, it was no different from Uno. It's literally the same game. It was just called Uwu. And yeah, the colors were slightly more pastel, I guess you could say, but other than that, there's literally no difference. One of these other guys is doing a thing here, which is kind of concerning. I'd like to take him out. If I can. I think this will kill him, actually. Justin's got, like, the best attack here. It didn't. It didn't. That's a little frustrating. And, of course, he attacks Liette, who is my most, vulnerable warrior
Please
here.
protect us.
Cure, I think, does involve water abilities, so it's actually a good thing to use. Oh, Liete doesn't have Cure, by the way. I don't know why. It's very frustrating. So the thing is, once these guys start going, they get, like, so many fucking attacks. That didn't count as a cancel. Can you believe it? Oh, did I not use a critical? I meant to. Fuck. I should have used Shockwave is what I should have done. Should have just done that from the very beginning here. Can I cancel you?
Here goes!
I'd like to. No. Alright, this dude's got issues here. We countered him. He's still attacking us. Kind of cringe. A little bit cringe, perhaps?
All right, we won!
Yeah, so that was fun. We were playing by actual Uno rules. Uno's actually a fun fucking game. But I don't think I've ever played it with, like, the actual rules. Like, generally, we kind of just wing it. I think usually when we play it, it's like, you get to draw 2, but you still get to play a card every turn. But we played it the right way, which is you're supposed to... If you get to draw 2 cards or draw 4, your turn is also skipped, is the thing. What the fuck is this about? Okay. Goodbye, then. What is this? I don't know if the thing here is, like, you're supposed to just not mess with anything. Okay, that looks like the thing. I'm gonna make an assumption. I'm gonna remember this teleporter pad. I gotta remember that exists. Other than that, we did the blue door. How many doors are left? I want to check. I think there's 1 or 2 doors left. No, that was the last door. Alright. So, I want to go back and check because I've seen that blue rock in not the first door, but the second door, I believe. So, check over there. We played Clue as well, which was really fun. Well, let me continue to talk about Uwu for a bit. Because, yeah, we played with that rule, and then the revert. Oh, it's because usually when I play it, I only play it with one other person. Like, I'll play it with my sister. And so we'll just be like, reverts is basically a skip. You still get to play if you get +2. Okay, nothing happened with this. Alright. Well, the only other thing to do is to touch the thing. I don't know what the pink thing was about then. Kinda sus. Yeah, and after that we played Clue. And I was thinking to myself, you know, I could really try hard this and try to, like, metagame it. Because I know you can. There's a way to, like, play Clue and just play it in a really clever way. We just never do it. It seems like every time we play it, it just ends in somebody just randomly guessing the thing, and then everybody's like, oh, well, we all know. And it's like, well, that's not how that's supposed to work. Like, you're not supposed to know just because someone guesses that. Like, I don't get it. Oh. What? Why did that? Okay. I don't really know why that happened. But I want to check the blue pad before, so we can come back to the gray door. We want to go in blue door. Like, you're supposed to play it in a really clever way. Basically, once you can force people to show you the card that you want based on knowing what they have, knowing what you have. Like, you can guess cards in your own hand, and then you're like, well, I want someone specifically to rule this one out. Like, say I have Mr. Green, right? And say I have the study. I could go to the study and guess Mr. Green, and then guess weapons just over and over throughout, and see, and I'd easily be able to get the weapon eventually. You know what I mean? Because at some point you'd guess one of the weapons and nobody would have it, and then you would know. But that doesn't mean that because I made that guess and nobody had the card, that was the answer, you know? So nobody would really know that that was the case. It's one strategy, but that can be a little bit time wasty, so you kind of want to double up certain things. They're just weird. The way they play it is weird, and I don't get it. Like, at the end of it, I was, like, looking at stuff, and they're like, all right, so we know it's the study, and we know it's the rope. And I'm like, what? How do you fucking know that? And he's like, oh, well, everybody's guessed the rope multiple times, and it seems like nobody's shown it. I'm like, that's not how that fucking works. What do you mean? That's not how the game works. Like, just because nobody's shown the rope doesn't mean that nobody has it. Like, you could have the rope and another card that people are guessing and be like, okay, well, I'd rather show this card. Like, I was withholding Mr. Green throughout the game just because everybody was kind of thinking it was Mr. Green. So I'm like, well, I'm going to make sure I don't show anybody Mr. Green. And so I didn't. All right, well, what the fuck is this about? All right, this is just a complete trick. I'm like, so you can't count on that. And to me, the only way they won was just by a random guess, which can happen, and it seems like it keeps happening. And also, I got confused because I was taking meticulous notes. Basically, I started this out, and I was like, because one of my friends had basically asked somebody using 2 of the cards I had in my hand, and I was like, well, if he shows him a card, I know it's this one, right? And then suddenly I was like, oh, well, there's this whole meta I can apply, but I have to, like, keep track of what I know and who has what cards. And then I'm like, well, if they guess this, I know this guy has this card, I know this guy has this card. And if this guy's showing a card, well, I know he must have this other card. And I was like, huh, I could, like, metagame the shit out of this, huh? Like, and I was really proud of my thing. It turned out, though, where I was writing the notes was somewhere that everybody could fucking see it. I should save before I go up here. Everybody could see it the whole fucking game, and nobody told me. They said, Shriver's the one that pointed it out first. He's like, oh, thanks whoever's writing notes on the side. I'm like, you're joking. I've been writing notes this entire game. And nobody said anything. Why has nobody said anything? So I still don't know if Shriver was just, like, noticed the whole time and he didn't even... I'm not sure. I'm not totally sure, but it turns out one of my notes at least was wrong because I had assumed Trevor had the study. Like, for some reason I had ascertained that information that he must have a card that's the study. Turned out that he didn't. And so when Shriver went to the study and, like, guessed the study with a rope or whatever, I was like, oh, well, it can't be the study because I've already ascertained that Trevor has that. And it went to Trevor. It, like, went around the table and nobody had any cards. I was like, are you sure? I mean, Trevor should have the study. I mean, I didn't say anything. I was like, I'm not sure that that's the right answer. Because I think somebody has a card and they just didn't realize that they had that card. Turned out that I was wrong and I just made a mistake somewhere. Though my note-taking didn't even actually work. I don't know how I screwed that up, but... I was really proud of myself for figuring out this kind of clever meta. But it turned out that it didn't really matter because it was just won on a guess, and as far as they knew, they just said it was probably this room because everybody's been guessing it and nobody's seen the card yet. So okay, I guess that makes sense. That's not how you're supposed to play Clue. I guess if it works, maybe I'm just the idiot that's like trying way too hard to play this game correctly.